Cup of the Word, we're in Psalm 57. Now the last Psalm, Psalm 56, and Psalm 57 are considered twin Psalms because these Psalms both deal with similar subjects and use similar language to deal with them. They deal with hope and trust in God in desperate times. The desperate circumstance in Psalm 57 is when David was cornered and hiding in a cave from Saul. You can find that over in 1 Samuel chapter 24. Now, as you look at it, and you look at that account, David was there with his men. They were hiding in a cave. A very small band of warriors were with David. A mighty army was with Saul, and they are just outside. And it was a terrifying time as David cowered in the darkness, trying to silence his men from the army that was outside and could very easily slaughter them if they knew their presence. And as you read this psalm, what you see is, once again, what psalms do best. What was going through David's mind? It's powerful to think that this psalm was being written in the mind of David as he was there in that dank and dark cave. And as he waited, not sure whether they would survive or not, you see once again that trust in God, and God is good, and God will see us through this. And no matter how weak David felt, because he said, I feel as weak and as terrified as can be. I feel hunted. I feel like I'm surrounded by lions. I feel like my life is just a moment away from being snuffed out. No matter how terrified David was, he had that resilience and that anchor to turn to God and say, but God will get me through this. I don't know how, but God will get me through this. And of course, if you read the account of David's life, we get to see that David was right. It's not just that David said it and then was killed there in that cave. We see David says this, David trusted in God, he leaned on God no matter how scared he was, and then God came through for him. And that is the beauty of these Psalms, is you get to see, what do righteous people think in the darkest hours? And oftentimes they don't think a whole lot differently than the rest of us. But they have one continuous theme to their life, which is, but God will take care of it. That's your Daily Cup, and we'll see you tomorrow.